Y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a lifestyle favorites, and I've got some skincare, some fragrance, some kitchen, and just some general house stuff. So I'm going to jump right into this, and I'm going to start with the skincare. I got a new product from Niod, and y'all, this is quickly becoming one of my favorite skincare brands. When I think about Niod, I think about copper, and I think about strong antioxidants, which is what this is. And again, heard about this one from Penn Smith Skincare. If you've been with me, she's given me a ton of good products, and I'm loving the ones from Niod. This is called Survival Zero, and this is just a strong antioxidant. I'm going to read you what it says about this. This has the yeast-derived superoxide dismutase, which may sound familiar to you if you've been watching me or Penn, because I have an entire spray that is superoxide dismutase saccharide mist. This is a very strong, powerful antioxidant, and I love this. I think this was in last month's favorites. This has that in it, and yeast is what's in essence, in good, powerful essences. And it helps counteract the effects of blue light while enhancing elasticity. That all sounds good. Then it also has the yeast, the superoxide dismutase saccharide. So I use this after I tone, and then this at night for just more powerful antioxidants. And I love this. I like hold on, I'll show you the consistency of it. It's like that. Has a very mild scent, not really any kind of scent to speak of. And it's just really nice. And I also love the price point of this. It's $20 or $25 a bottle. I have 2 more of these on the way. I love. Okay, and then my next favorites are in the kitchen and the bathroom. I have vlogged all of my kitchen favorites, or most of them. Most of my kitchen favorites, and then a favorite in the bathroom. So I'm going to switch to that, and I will be back. Okay, my next favorite is this banana bread. Y'all, this is delicious, and I made this one gluten-free. And I picked this up on simplyrecipes.com. It is delicious, and I love the ingredients of this one. You don't have to have brown sugar, so I had everything at my house. It's just bananas, butter, regular sugar, egg, vanilla, and flour. And it is delicious. I made some for me, I made some for my niece and my daughter, and everybody loved it. And I made this gluten-free, and my husband could not tell. My husband and my son could not tell. And I'll put the recipe down below. Okay, y'all, my next favorites are a couple of kinds of crackers. Okay, I'll talk about these first. These are cheese whisps, and they are little like cheddar crisps, and they are 0 carb. I've had these in past videos. But what I love to do with these is make cheesy chicken, which I've also talked about in past videos. But I recently tried this Asiago and pepper jack, and it is really delicious. And it's making me love my cheesy chicken again. And for the cheesy chicken that I do with these, I do a little chicken breast, dip it in egg, and these are the cheese wisps that I've crushed up in the food processor. And then I also have a different kind of cracker that I am crazy about. And it's these Lance gluten-free cheddar cheese crackers. These are so delicious, you cannot tell they're gluten-free. And I like this flavor. And then also, I think a butter flavor. Those are hard to get my hands on. But these are excellent. And I do the same thing with the chicken that I do with the wisps. I make a cheesy chicken, but with these. So anyway, loving the cheesy chicken. Sometimes with the wisps, sometimes with the gluten-free Lance crackers, but I love them both. They are delicious. Okay, next, I have a couple of fragrance type items and body lotions. And the first one is this Eucerin Daily Hydration Lotion that I heard about from Melissa Villanueva. I love this because I love wearing fragrance all the time, even to bed. I wear it to bed, I wear it in the morning, I'm spraying through the day, I like to layer. This does nothing to disturb my fragrance. It's fragrance free, it's a nice hydration, and I really love this. If you're looking for something that does not disturb your fragrance, doesn't change it in any way, this is really nice. And then 2 more body creams I love that y'all will all be familiar with. Love the Boom Boom cream, but I've had this on past favorites. Now I'm loving the Coco Cabana cream. Okay, I do want to say about this. This is very polarizing. Some people love it, and some people really do not. And it's kind of strong opinions. If you don't like it, you really don't like it. I love this. I don't know. I love it. It smells like buttery coconut is what this smells like. I've heard it described as popcorn. I can smell that, but what I can smell about the popcorn is the butter of it. It smells like buttery coconut, and I cannot get enough of it. But just be aware, you may hate it. A lot of people that love this hate this. I love them both. And what I really love to do with the Coco Cabana, I bought the mist, and I do love the mist. But these together are a little bit much to me. So I love to mix this with this. And I will tell y'all, when I did that, my husband was walking by, the door was shut. I put this on, and he came in and he was like, "What do you have on?" And I told him, I was like, "Are you smelling this?" And I made him smell it, and he said, "Yes." This is great. It just smells like a tropical, it smelled like the tropics in here. But these two together, I love them. I also picked up the Brazilian Crush that is like the Boom Boom, and I like these together, or I like this with this. I love to mix these. Love those. But be careful with this Coco Cabana, because you could hate it. I know a lot of people that do not like that, but I love it. It smells like buttery coconut. It's great. Okay, next I picked up another body lotion or a body cream that I heard about on Eva Monroe's channel. And this is Satsuma by The Body Shop. And this is a tangy orange that is delicious on its own. I bought this to layer with fragrances, and it is perfect for that because most of my fragrances have orange blossom in them. This just brings out that orange. It makes my fragrance last longer. This is beautiful. And I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite fragrances to layer this with. Dolce & Gabbana Garden, which is frangipani and really sweet. But when this dries down, it's a little bit not tart. It dries down kind of sharp. I'm not crazy about the dry down on this, but I love the initial spray of it. So I put it over Satsuma or something else sweet. I also love it over something like Olympia. This is the Olympia Intense. Anything with vanilla, orange blossom, any of my Jean Paul Gaultiers. Love this over it. So I'm loving this, and this is not very expensive. So, okay, my next favorite is some brushes. And these are, if you follow Glitzy Fritzy, you will know, or if you don't, one of my friends here on YouTube just got a deal with Sigma, and she put some of her favorite brushes together. This is the box they came in. That's her. That's Mary Glitzy Fritzy. I'm going to link her down below. And I love her brushes. And I'm going to tell you what I love about them. Okay, the first one I used. And if you've been following me, or if you haven't, I love a tiny little brush for my partially hooded eyes. The smaller the brush, the more control you have. So what I initially used this for was down here on my outer eye. And it's what I use today. Makes the perfect eyeliner down there. Then it's sharp enough I can come up and make a little baby wing or a big wing. So I do that every day. The next brush I fell in love with, this little blending brush, E25. It's like a little paddle brush. It's kind of flat. What I initially loved it for was after I used my skinny brush, I would come all the way across and smoke out this lower lash line. It is perfect for that. It's the perfect density. It's the perfect amount of stiffness. Love it. But then I've also recently fallen in love with it for my transition. This is perfect for my transition because, again, I have partially hooded eyes. And this doesn't get too out of control. I just be sure and pointed the right direction. This is the perfect transition color brush. Next, the Blending E36. What I love about this one is it is so soft. It has a lot of give. So when I'm here on this inner, I can blend the inner and it's perfectly smooth, but it's not too hard and it's not wiping too much of my color off. It's just a very smooth, gentle blend. I love these brushes so much. I have ordered another set, and if you aren't with me at this point in the video, this is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to give away a set of Mary's brushes, and I could not be more thrilled because I literally love these. So I've ordered some more. They're on the way, and this is going to be a giveaway for you guys. So one of you can try Mary Glitzy Fritzy's brushes that I am in love with. Okay, to enter my giveaway for Glitzy Fritzy's brushes, tell me what, since these are eye brushes, tell me what your favorite eyeshadow palette is right now. What are you loving using? So we can all look through there and, you know, that'll be fun. We can see what your favorite eyeshadows are. So anyway, good luck to you. And the rest of this video is going to be spiritual. And I have a couple of books for you that are great. Okay, I'm going to start with a thing that's not a book. It is this leather journal with this heart on it. I love this and I love what we're doing with it. It locks like this and then hooks over it, and it's plain pages, and they kind of look like little scroll pages. You know, they're kind of thick and threaded in there, kind of sewn in there. And I love the journal, but what I'm doing with it is really what I love about it most, and that is we're doing every week. I'm picking a scripture out, one verse to memorize, and I feel like that's so good for my brain. It's a really good exercise for the brain. I also love that it's making me actually memorize books of the Bible. So when I'm stressed, not books, verses of the Bible. So when I'm stressed, that's what I can repeat over and over and over in my mind. So far, I think we've done 5 of them. And I'm going to list down below what the verses are that we've done if you want to do them. I pick them out specifically for the times that we're in. They're very uplifting. They really just make me feel strong and unafraid, and I just love this. Another thing I love about this is I'm doing it with the entire family. So every Monday, I send this to my parents, my kids, my daughter's boyfriend. It brings the family together and they are loving it. Well, most of them are loving it. You know, I don't check back and are y'all doing your verse, but it's a great way to bring the family together and it gets everybody focused right. And then my other 2 are books. And the first one is Joyce Meyer, Battlefield of the Mind. And this is one of my favorite books I have ever read. I've already bought copies for members of my family. And this is exactly what it sounds like, Battlefield of the Mind. Most of our battles are in our heads. They start in our heads, they stay in our heads, they set camp in our heads. And right now it's so easy to just get in your head and just dig in and stay there. This was excellent. Okay, I'm terrible at summarizing books, so I picked a couple of parts out that I'm going to read to you. I've taken a couple of notes. One of the main ways to battle your mind is to stay in the Word. It's our sword, and when I'm reading, it is my least stress time of the day. So spending time in the Word, meditate on the Word, which goes hand in hand with memorizing scripture. Because if I have scripture memorized, when I'm doing my meditation, I can repeat this over and over. When I'm stressed, I can meditate on this because I've already memorized it. I can say it over and over. And I will tell y'all, since I've been memorizing scripture, my mind feels so much more active and awake and alive. Okay, and then I'll finish this book review with this that I just came across. Isaiah 26:3. She's talking about having a peaceful, alert mind And it says, you will guard him and keep him in perfect and constant peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he commits himself to you, leans on you, and hopes confidently in you. This was excellent. And then the next book, I have not finished this all the way, but this is by Max Lucado, and it's called Anxious for Nothing. And it's been a long time since I've read Max Lucado. He's very entertaining, a little bit humorous, and a very easy read. Max is a very easy read. And this is about finding calm in a chaotic world. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's about being aware of your anxiety level and how to lower it. So I'm going to read you the chapter titles, and that kind of tells you what this book is about. Chapter 1 is Less Fret, More Faith. I do want to read one thing in chapter 1 that really tells you a lot about this book. Okay, it says, anxiety is a low-grade fear, an edginess, a dread. Anxiety is a meteor shower of what-ifs. What if I don't close the sale? What if I don't get the bonus? What if we can't afford braces for the kids? What if my kids have crooked teeth? What if we don't have retirement? You know, it just, you can really get yourself going, especially at night. Okay, and then this one. Anxiety and fear are cousins, but not twins. Fear sees a threat. Fear is valid. It sees a threat. Anxiety imagines one. Yes. Fear is there's a fire in the house, get out, and it leads you to safety. Anxiety is what if there's ever a fire? What if I don't get out? What if the kids don't meet me in the right place? And you can snowball. Okay, that's my alarm that I'm talking too much. So anyway, I'm loving this book. My niece Keely told me about this, and that leads me to my last favorite, and that is my niece Keely and a podcast that she just started. She has a Facebook group called The First Cup, and she's always talking about either a book of the Bible or a book, going through a book. And she just started going through this. And she's got a Facebook page where she's doing it, or if you like a podcast. And I am not even being biased. It is excellent. It always gives me the perfect start to my week. So I'm going to link Keely's podcast and her Facebook group down below. If you want to go visit her, she will bless you. Anyway, that is all of my favorites for this month. Y'all don't forget to tell me your favorite eyeshadow palette down below. And that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.